One of the quiet questions that deserves deeper reflection is this: how important is it to remain the same person everywhere in life? Because people naturally adapt to different environments. At home, a person behaves differently. At work, priorities shift. Among friends, another side appears. And in public settings, behavior adjusts again. And to a certain extent, this is natural and even necessary. Certain forms of behavior should naturally adjust depending on context. This is part of emotional intelligence, because respect requires awareness and maturity requires flexibility. But there is an important difference between adaptation and becoming someone entirely different. Because when behavior changes too drastically from one place to another, something deeper begins taking shape. A person starts living through different versions of themselves. Imagine an ordinary moment at work. A group begins speaking poorly about someone who is absent. The easier choice is joining the conversation, laughing to feel included, agreeing to avoid discomfort, or adjusting values to feel accepted. Because in many environments, the desire to belong can begin feeling stronger than personal conviction. Or consider family. A person may speak with patience in public while becoming unnecessarily harsh at home. Respectful toward strangers, yet dismissive toward the people who stood beside them through years of sacrifice. And without realizing it, those closest begin noticing something difficult to ignore. The character shown to the world no longer fully resembles the one shown behind closed doors. Now consider entering an environment where success, influence, or status suddenly create pressure to impress. Many people begin changing the way they speak, adjusting opinions to fit the room, projecting confidence they do not genuinely feel, becoming agreeable to gain acceptance. This is where inner steadiness begins to matter. The ability to remain anchored in what matters even as circumstances change. To speak honestly without shaping words for approval. To treat others with respect without changing character depending on the room. To carry confidence without the need to appear superior. And to preserve dignity without relying on admiration to sustain it. Over time, people shaped by sincerity and strong principles tend to recognize one another. Not through appearance, status, or performance, but through reliability of character. Because certain qualities rarely need to announce themselves. Their value is revealed through the way a person chooses to live.